The crazy conflict, the raging rivalry between William Shatner and George Takei continues to escalate and get even worse, and now we are at a point where William Shatner has finally seemed to have put the nail in the coffin when it comes to their conflict and everything else. And we're going to get into this whole story because it looks like William Shatner has had the last word when it comes to this crazy fighting that has continued on between these two. And of course, we can get into a lot of reasons for why there is so much conflict between them. George Takei always seems to be the one who is instigating the fights between them and everything else, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you know, politically speaking, just from their own worldviews and everything else, these two guys are very, very different from each other. George Takei is super duper uber woke, and William Shatner is someone who has common sense, which of course probably drives George Takei absolutely insane. So last year, Takei mocked Shatner over his then upcoming trip to space aboard the Jeff Bezos owned Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket. He's boldly going where other people have gone before, the Sulu actor told the New York Post, page 6 in October 2021. He's a guinea pig. 90 years old, which, by the way, can we all just acknowledge the fact how awesome it is that William Shatner is doing things like going to space when he's 90 years old? But apparently that is not good enough for George Takei. He decides that he is going to knock him down for doing such a thing. And it's important to find out what happens in space when you're 90 years old. So 90 years old is going to show a great deal more on the wear and tear on the human body. So he'll be a good specimen to study. In turn, Shatner would counter by asking that his friends don't hate George. The only time he gets press is when he talks bad about me. He claims 50 plus years ago, I took away a camera angle that denied him 30 more seconds of prime time TV. I'm giving it back to him now by letting him spew his hatred for the world to see. And that is an epic response coming from William Shatner. But then it gets even more crazy than that. The ongoing feud between former Star Trek castmates William Shatner and George Takei has become somewhat of an entertainment institution over the years, but now it seems the former captain of the USS Enterprise has grown tired of the affair. The iconic Captain Kirk actor offered his latest thoughts on his continual headbutting with Takei during a recent interview, led to reflect on his former helmsman by his own recollection that Star Trek became so popular because people loved the stories and loved the characters. Shatner opined that recently I began to understand that they were doing it for publicity. Talking about George Takei, which makes sense. 60 years after some incident, they are still on that track, he told the Times chief dance critic Deborah Kane. Don't you think that's a little weird? 60 years. Imagine being butthurt over someone for 60 years. That is just crazy. It's like a sickness, Shatner continued. George has never stopped blackening my name. These people are bitter and embittered. I have run out of patience with them, the actor turned one-time space traveler ultimately declared. Why give credence to people consumed by envy and hate? As noted above, word of Shatner and Takei's mutual dislike for one another has been public knowledge for years, but have notably heated up in the age of social media. And especially as we are living in a time that is very politically divisive, and, you know, with these two guys having very, very opposing worldviews on a lot of things when it comes to the world and how the world works and everything else, George Takei continues to find himself in controversy after controversy because he continues to say very, very dumb things on Twitter when it comes to a lot of the woke nonsense that is going on and everything else. And meanwhile, William Shatner continues to prove that he is someone who has a lot of popularity and a lot of support from fans who love him and who he is. So with that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about what these two guys are talking about? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.